Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 1 of Writing 111. I'm your professor, Carrie Aldrich. I hope you'll call me by my first name, Carrie. And I'm excited to work with you all this semester. This is a hybrid synchronous class. So most Writing 111 classes meet twice a week for an hour and a half each. We're going to only meet once a week on Wednesdays from 10 o'clock to 11:15. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. over in the Professional Studies building. We're up in room 210C. I'm looking at details over here on my other screen, which is right above my office. So you can find me in my office if you want to talk before or after class. So we'll be there only on Wednesdays, and that means that you have asynchronous work to do outside of class in addition, because we're only going once a week. So everything that you need for this class, you're going to be able to find in the Google Classroom. And I hope this is really user-friendly for you. I spent a lot of time designing an accessible class. I have a national certification for accessibility that I earned for designing my classroom in this way. I think sometimes it's a little bit frustrating at first to figure out how everything is organized and how it works. So if you have any questions, make sure that you're asking me. But once you figure it out, I think you'll agree that this system makes participation by distance really easy. So make sure that you look through my welcome message. And if you are new to Google Docs, I'll ask you to also do this tutorial. If you've been using Google Docs and Google Classroom for a while, you probably can skip that part. The most important document in our class is the course syllabus, and you can find it right here. So make sure that you click on the syllabus, open it up. The syllabus is really long because it has all the important policy documents for our class and then also for the university. It's a tedious document. I worked really hard on it, so please read through it carefully. And you also have to pass a quiz about the syllabus by Friday, so make sure that you read it really carefully. You can find all the really important information about the class here. I often do my office hours at home, and so if you want to find me during the day, my mobile number, this 574 number, is the best way to get a hold of me. If you leave me a message on my office phone, I'll get an email that has the message and I'll call you back pretty soon. But if you really want to get a hold of me, I'll say, between 9 and 6, Monday through Friday, you can go ahead and text or call if you have questions. No guarantee that I'll be able to answer. I teach a lot of classes and have a lot of meetings, and I'm a single mom. But if I get a chance, I'll get back with you pretty soon, almost always within the day. And sometimes I'll answer right away. During my office hours, I will be here and ready to accept your call or your email, and I also have a Google Meet where you can meet me virtually. So make sure that you read through this really carefully. I also have included a table of contents so that if you want to know what the attendance policy is, you can click here and toggle immediately to attendance. It's important for you to know that this is a class that's required for all degree and certificate programs. It's also one of the most highly failed classes across universities across the world. It's a challenging class for a lot of students who are just starting college. I'm excited to work with you on this. This was a hard class for me when I first took it. I'm a first-generation college student from a working class family, and my Writing 111 class equivalent at Indiana University, a long time ago, was a really challenging class for me. And it also taught me a lot of the important things that I needed to continue on successfully in my education. So this class, I tried to make as accessible for you all as possible. Following the pandemic, it became clear that not everyone can make it to class every day, and things come up, and you should still be able to participate regardless. So you are welcome to participate in this class by distance in Google Meet, and I'll show you how you can toggle over to the Meet here in just a second, or you can attend in class face-to-face. Last year, when I ran the class this way, almost everyone came face-to-face every day, and then occasionally a few people would come on Google Meet. But I appreciate you letting me know what I can expect and in what modality. And then let me know in the morning if I can expect to see you online, which makes it easier for me to form groups. I've included the learning outcomes, a little bit about me. The most important thing about course materials is that you do have to have a laptop. You will have to have an internet connection. If you don't have that material, you can check one out at the consortium library across campus, and a lot of other public spaces have great Wi-Fi. Let me know if you need help finding a location. We're going to use almost completely Google Docs, Google Classroom, and Google Meet for this class, and you can access all of that through your university email address. The one hang-up that sometimes happens with students is that they sometimes default to their personal email addresses. You have to use your UAA email address in order to enter the Google Classroom and submit any work or interact with others in the class. So get used to using your UAA email address. If you're having problems with it, make sure you check with OIT right away. They can help you. For example, I connect my personal and my UAA accounts in a way that they come from my UAA account. So you might want to do the same. I've also included important information about the Writing Center, about attendance, about COVID-19, about academic integrity, professionalism, how I grade, and then university policies. So make sure that you look through all this information really carefully. Also, you'll need to add your name to the class directory. This is a really social class. We're going to be doing a lot of work with your peers, and so you have to be able to contact one another using your UAA email addresses, but you might want to use other share other information too. For example, I'm giving you all my phone number and my Instagram. You can choose to share that kind of information or not, but you should today add your name, your UAA email address, and other contact information to this directory so that when it comes time for group activities, you are prepared. Okay, if you have issues connecting, here's some information. I've also included the course breakdown and calendar, so if you want to know what we have on the agenda for a given week, you can check it out here. So this first week, our objectives are to establish relationships, with me and your classmates, to monitor and reflect on yourself as a literate person, and to acknowledge the course and university expectations and policies. Next week, we'll start working on the personal narrative. So this week, the things that you need to turn in are the introduction and the syllabus quiz. And actually, I'm realizing that because this is a short week, I didn't remember to change this communication inventory to next week. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. So each of these assignments is worth 25 points. You have to get them done in order to move forward with the class. So if I don't hear from you by Friday or by the end of the weekend with these assignments, I will contact you to make sure you are still planning to be enrolled in the class. So I've included our learning outcomes here and how we'll meet them. Here is a short video about the Writing Center, which is a peer tutoring center on campus that is here to help you with any part of the writing process. I highly recommend working with a Writing Center tutor. I did myself even through my PhD, and it helped my writing exponentially. We're going to be writing in APA style, which is a professional academic writing style, and I've included a template that shows all the important information for your professional papers. You'll have 3 of them that you'll need to include a title page that's formatted according to these standards, and so you can find a template for it here. I've also included a brief description of netiquette and how you can expect to behave online. If you're not following these guidelines, I'll let you know. I also included a list of frequently asked questions. These are questions that I've gotten from students more than once, and so I've turned them into questions. You can see answers to the FAQs here. And then below, we have Module 1 and all of the Week 1 assignments. So each week, I'll post a short video. As soon as I finish filming this video, I'll post it here. And then you can click and find media. This week for media, you don't have anything to read except for the syllabus and to poke around the Google Classroom, but I have given you my short introduction to academic writing and what it means to me. We'll continue to think about and question what academic writing is, how it's changed over time, and how we can meet these pseudo standards of academic writing. So the most important things for you to turn in, these are both due on Friday, is an introduction. This is a one-page introduction to yourself. You'll put that here in a shared Google document, and I also would like you to include a profile picture. I have one of myself here so that it's easier for me and your classmates to recognize you when we're working together online. If you click here in the introduction document, this is a Google document, so that means we all are going to write. We can all write in here at the same time. We can write in here at different times, and we can all see what we've written. So I have written a short introduction to me, about a page long, and I'll ask, the next person to write and introduce themselves here. So you can type your name at the top, write your introduction. I'd like to see a full page about you. Read about me, read about your classmates, and that way we know a little bit of something about each other before we get together and do our group work. And then remember to add your profile picture. The last thing that you need to do this week is a syllabus quiz. There's a short Google form here that asks you some questions from the syllabus. It's fine to look at the syllabus while you take the quiz, but I want to make sure that you understand this information carefully before we move forward. So we'll get to talk about all of this more in class tomorrow. You can count on seeing a video from me at the beginning of each week. Usually it will be on Monday, but this week we had Monday off, so it's Tuesday. I'll post this video in the week 1 video, and you can find it there. Well, I look forward to seeing you all in class tomorrow. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'm happy to address them. Take care and see you tomorrow.